So next up, I'll go after Drake Man, but with Mega Man of course. As always though, I will game over first. I will go after Polar Woman right after Drake Man. A different version of the Yambo enemies. And that's how I get an extra life. Rush can launch me up quite far actually. Now let's test out the shield bubble. The bubble pop acts like an explosion too. Taking some ideas from Flame Stag's level. Watch as I die. I should have just quickly used Rush over there. The tackle fires come down pretty fast actually. Oh boy. As I was saying, the tackle fires come down pretty fast actually. There's usually more delay between when they come up and then they later come down. Well, I'm not getting that then. I guess I need the ice weapon first. Question is, did I miss that cracked rock already? I suspected as much, but I still want to save them for 100% completion. Nice to see that the fleas have been resprited as well. That's a different behavior. There's a rock I can smash. It was introduced in a weapon demonstration after all. And now we're in Fireman's mini stage. A really short level. It was at least 1/5 the length. Reprogrammed Fireman. I think this version of Fireman was better than the one in Mega Man 1. There you are, Drake Man. You look more like an animal than a man to me. Your design kinda reminds me of a Digimon, to be honest. Halfway through this round, I understood his pattern. It's definitely one of the more faster-paced boss battles of the game, yet still enjoyable. Like all the preceding bosses, he properly telegraphed all of his attacks, I'd say. He had distinct tells for all of them. And by defeating him, we get Fire Breath. Yep, I'll have to return back with this weapon to Reactor Man's level. Hello there, Cosmic and Kalinka. Whereas Mega Man gets Rush, Roll gets Beat. So next up, I'll go after Polar Woman. I should have her weakness by this point, assuming fire melts water. What kind of ice physics? Alright, it's gradual ice physics, not Mega Man Maker ice physics. Look at that, the fireball actually comes out of her mouth. It literally is Fire Breath. So far, all the weapons feel powerful and fun to use. As a nice touch, the icicles just don't disappear into the atmosphere, they actually melt into water. That'll probably become important later on. I thought I could double jump off of it, but apparently not. For some, it's destroying blocks like with the missile. For others, like the shield bubble, is floating on top of water. How many shots can it take? I want to figure out right now before later. 6 shots. Mistimed my jump. Look at that resprited crazy cannon. So that's how they drop down, you have to do it manually. Of course, I can float on top of the water using the bubbles, so it makes it a bit easier. One of the letters is behind the waterfalls. Well, I guess I have to return back to the stage then, among the many others. Later on, okay, thank you. For a moment there I was worried I missed something again. I'm hyped too, but right now I'm more focused on this game. It must be here then. That looks really suspicious. Maybe? Oh, that's what he meant. When you said underneath, I thought you meant something completely different. Not just slide under there. Time to face off against Polar Woman. In the LP version, I will edit out the game over and go into the stage again. Well, we're facing off against the figure skater, a more dangerous version compared to the one in Mega Man 11. Oh god, the lag's not helping. And let me see if I can use a weakness against her. I'm guessing it's supposed to be the Fire Breath. Thunder Man, but much more aggressive. Out of the 5 bosses I faced so far, she's easily the toughest one. But as Gokulis is pointing out, I should not have jumped as much. Perhaps I'll battle her better during the rematch. And by defeating her I get the Snow Roller. We can charge up and fire a bigger snowball too. And the fully charged snowball can freeze enemies in place, which you can then use as platforms. Only 3 more RMs left. I also like how the stage select shows which letters we got. It doesn't show which Roadmasters we saved though. Let's go after Beetle Lady next. I'll go back to the stages where I'm missing stuff after I defeat all the RMs. I see you there, Plant Man, running in the background. Somehow you didn't get captured. Oh look, it's these spiders from Mega Man 11. Nice to see they return here. The fully charged Buster may not be as useful against bosses, but it works pretty well against the enemies. So I need to freeze it in place. That's the trick. Glad to see I accidentally did the stage in order. Probably the snowball roller is strong against this boss. Time to go to Honey Woman's mini stage. Well, you can freeze basically any enemy in the game and use them as platforms. So in a way, it's better than the Ice Slasher. Lag's not helping. Honey Woman, but without any E-tanks. This is gonna be fun. At least the checkpoint's right before the boss battle. I mean, it could have been midway through the original stage. I don't know how to dodge this jumping attack of hers. I guess I slide under it. I'll try one more time with the Buster, then I'll use Fire Breath. Again, I really wish the Buster dealt more damage to the bosses, it just feels underpowered. I'd rather just have roll. Basically, throughout the game I feel Roll is a better character. Her minor double jump does a lot more favors compared to Mega Man's unupgraded Buster. As someone put it, it feels Mega Man is kind of gimped in this game, at least at the very start. I feel that either his unupgraded charge shot should deal at least 2.5 points of damage to bosses, or it should be the Mega Man 5 or 6 charge shot. Thank you, damage boosting. A variant of the jet batons in Plant Man's level. This time they explode. We even have explosive acorns which can destroy enemies too. Hey Squigs, welcome to the stream. And like before, the stage graphics are wonderful. No question about that. I just wish some of these stages didn't have the lag spikes. That's probably because I'm streaming and recording at the same time, though. I don't know if I collected a letter in this stage or forgot. I'll have to double check later. I find it interesting that she's called Beetle Lady instead of Beetle Woman. She's another one of those summoner bosses. That attack where she sends out those white flies, oh, that's a pain to dodge. Is it just me, or the boss invulnerability window is shorter than usual? I guess that's in place to account for Roll not having a charge shot. Welcome to the stream, Daibuman. It seems everyone is here. And by defeating Beetle Lady, we get the Beetle Drone. Is it like the Hornet Chaser? But instead of the beetles chasing off against enemies, they instead fire projectiles at it. I want that E-Tank, Eddie. So we saved 2 allies and got 4 of the letters. Let's go after Ghost Woman next. Well, that intro was a bit different. Let's try out the Beetle Drone then. They are kind of dumb and get too close to enemies though, but I guess that's for balancing reasons. Otherwise we'd have an unstoppable ally force. Wait. That looks suspicious. I knew it. There'll be something here. This is Skullman's stage. I've played enough Mega Man Maker to notice. There's Skullman, and no Squigs, 4 of the bosses are male. Out of all the brainwashed RMs, his battle was the easiest one. His weakness being the blast missile makes sense, as it pierces through his shield. And let me guess, these spikes turn to death too. Oh yeah, Philip, sorry about that. I meant to say rescued RMs. As instead of destroying him, we saved Skullman. Yoku spikes. I should have known the game would pull off something like that. The game almost tricked me. Good thing I'm playing this role, so I can skip some of these. The music and stage aesthetics kinda remind me of a combination of Nightman and Shademan. I half expect these enemies to turn into werewolves. Should I risk it? I won't. That was a fun mini-boss. Every time I destroyed one of the gears, the bell lowered further, before it collapsed into the floor. Too bad we don't see his crashed remains down over here. I still think playing as Roll is a superior option for most of the game. That was very straightforward. Well, of course I'm playing as Roll again. If I was Mega Man, I would have to do the Yoko Block section. Reminds me of the Techions. So you have Knights, Axe Throwers, and Crossbowmen. Oh, I haven't got any E-Tanks yet. I'll call the person behind this threat Dr. I, judging by all those I nameplates. Trying to spook me, Ghost Woman? That won't work. You're gonna try telefragging me? It makes sense her weakness is a charged laser, as that's a light-based weapon, and light usually slays darkness. Oh wow, this comes out really fast. And her attacks are fairly damaging, there are no pushovers either. This is why for these games I really wish there was an option to boost the number of starting lives. It's this attack which is annoying because it freezes me in place. I can break out of it if I mash my buttons. So far, I say she's the most difficult boss, mainly because of how damaging her attacks are. Her stage was one of the more unique ones out of the group, so props for that. So we can essentially hold enemies in place and use them as projectiles. It reminds me of the Danger Wrap.